ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Wie immer einfach alles durch.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear.
Es interessiert ihn nicht wirklich.
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Löffel?
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Na gut, gehen wir mal hin,
Let's do
gucken wir uns das
this.
an.
Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment,
Decoction?
I imagined you asking the white to
Dachte mal, es
spit
heißt
into
Decoction.
the vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Habe ich gerade richtig gesehen? Hier war noch so eine Truhe. Da. So wahrscheinlich ja so. So als Grabbeilage. Red to Mystery, ja, das machen wir natürlich. Optional. The best defense against spotted whites, stay calm and leave them alone. Ausgerottet worden. Eigentlich. Aber einer scheint übrig zu sein. Ich werden. Komm, Roach. Kommt man hier einfach so quer durch? Ah, nicht wirklich. Ach, da ist eine Brücke.
Dressings, bandages.
What's
Was
that
ist denn hier
about?
los?
Slow now.
The dressings, bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Tja, soll ich ihm glauben oder nicht?
Pretty
Ich glaub ihm
admirable
mal.
stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need, it's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some time on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
Das gucken wir uns mal genauer
See
an.
what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate.
Oh,
Got some work to do. So long.
so long. Na gut, nee, das gucke ich mir jetzt aber auch gleich an. Dann machen wir jetzt erstmal die Quest.
Wait, I will come with you.
Was, der will mit?
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Je länger das geht, desto weniger traue ich ihm.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
Stream Cosplay.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Da liegen ein paar Bücher. Okay, das kenne ich aber, glaube ich, schon. Ich lese mal hier noch nicht. Ich gucke dann im Menü nochmal, ob das als ungelesen gilt.
Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Der hat doch hier auch so einen Knüppel am Gürtel. Das ist doch bestimmt einer von denen, die hier dieses Fest überfallen haben. Andererseits würde er dann denen nicht helfen wollen.
So punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly.
Sehr eigenartig alles. Machen wir hier überall Licht an.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Die haben hier irgendwas beschworen.
Ceremonial bowls for little sacrifices.
Das war nicht einfach nur ein Fest, das
Do
war...
not say humans.
Das war irgend so ein Ritual halt. Film nehmen wir mit. Buch nehmen wir mit. Wie bei Zelda, einfach alle Fackeln anmachen. Kommt, passiert was? Nein, ich dachte, ich könnte vielleicht das mitnehmen.
Sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Okay, das Fass kann man noch looten. Nehme ich natürlich mit. Und dann gehen wir rein. Das ist wahrscheinlich abgeschlossen einfach. Ja.
Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage.
Ach du Scheiße.
Smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
Wird verbrannt. Auch zu? Ja.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Tja, mal sehen, was wir da finden. Klopfen wir mal an.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
Ein Überlebender? Oder derjenige, der das angerichtet hat?
They remain there?
Anscheinend ein Überlebender.
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamonton de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfen homage. But something like this, why, it's a first.
Okay, also ist hier ein jährliches Treffen.
You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were, spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfen king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Tja, wir sind zu dritt. Also wir beschwören quasi das Monster nochmal und bringen es diesmal aber zur Strecke.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the Elfen throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethaf, the Elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of
Also wir spielen quasi den Elfenkönig, der sich ergibt gegenüber dem Menschenkönig. Achso, jetzt muss ich aber erstmal alle Fackeln anmachen. Doch wie bei Zelda. Ach, deswegen Extreme Cosplay.
Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands.
Okay, dann nehmen wir jetzt Brot. Und bieten es ihm hier an.
Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine, Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him.
Dann mit Wein.
At long last, the Elfen King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Okay, dann brauchen wir ein Elfenschwert, ein Elfenschild. Habe ich das hier irgendwo?
Elfen King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat.
Tja, und dann ergeben wir uns jetzt.
Ludovic then spake.
Er wurde ja dann irgendwie noch verhöhnt und erniedrigt und so.
Accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ja.
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Ach du Scheiße. Was, gegen eine Magierin habe ich noch nie gekämpft. Wie viel Schaden haben die denn bitte gemacht? Okay, das scheint nicht viel zu machen. Ich weiß nicht, wie viel es bringt, aber... Ich glaube, ich wechsle mal eben das Schwert. Und dann nehme ich mal eben einen Trank. Ach Gott. Ah, fuck! Das gibt's doch nicht! So, dann nochmal. Fuck, wie viel Schaden machen die? Boah. Ach, das war jetzt hier zweite Chance und so, was ich geskillt habe, dass ich nochmal HP kriege, wenn ich eigentlich schon auf 0 bin. Also eigentlich war ich gerade schon tot. Fuck.
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one DEUTSCH. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This DEUTSCH was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as DEUTSCH had planned Ludwig's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psst.
Ja, die Menschen waren ja die eigentlich Schlimmen in dem Land, von daher soll er mal die Klappe halten.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this as your reward.
Ja, als Witcher steht man da immer ein bisschen außen, ich war nicht. Wenn nicht in irgendeiner Armee oder sonst irgendwas. Oh Mann, ey. Das war ganz schön hart. Aber na gut, er hat mich doch nicht angelogen. Bin irgendwie bis zum Schluss davon ausgegangen. So.